Okay, we're live.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the September 16th Subdivision Review Committee. And would the chairperson, or would the secretary please call the roll?
Okay, Ms. Gutierrez.
Here.
Mr. Santiago.
I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hicks.
Present.
And Chair Holloway.
Present.
Hey, we do have a quorum.
Terrific. Okay. Do you want me to do the announcement?
Yeah, if you have it in front of you, that'd be great.
Actually, I do. In compliance with directives of the County, State, and Centers for Disease Prevention and Control, this meeting is live streamed and closed to the public. Temporary procedures are subject to change pursuant to guidelines related to social distancing and minimizing person-to-person contact. To make a verbal comment at today's meeting, please dial 916-875-2500 and follow the prompts to be placed in a queue for a specific agenda item or off-agenda item. When I open a public comment period for a specific item or off-agenda item, you will be transferred into the queue, from the queue into the meeting to make a verbal comment. Written comments are always accepted. Please send your email comment to board clerk. That's one word, capital B, capital C, at saccounty.net. Your comment will be routed to the committee and filed on the record. Just for the committee members, please speak from a handset or headset. Mute your devices when not speaking. Announce your name when speaking on an agenda item, and also when you make a motion or second, so we know who made the motion and the second. And the clerk will take a voice vote and confirm the results of the vote. The Subdivision Review Committee is a county hearing authority and designated advisory body for all matters related to tentative parcel maps. The committee is comprised of senior staff from county departments of planning, engineering, and environmental management, a safety officer from either Metro Fire or the Sheriff's Department, and myself, a public representative appointed by the board. In the instances where the item is being considered by the committee involves a use permit, special development permit, or other type of permit, a simultaneous meeting of this committee and the zoning administrator may be convened, and the representative of planning may also act as the zoning administrator, render decisions on certain permit applications. As the hearing authority for these items, the committee takes into consideration all county codes, general plan, and other relevant ordinances, resolutions, policies, and regulations applicable to its examination and review of tentative parcel maps. The decision of the committee on these matters is final unless an appeal is filed within 10 days, that's calendar days, of the decision with the clerk of the board. Appeals of the committee decision are considered by the Planning Commission. And I think what we first want to do is have the clerk administer the oath to any of our public speakers today.
You should be fine with that one.
Okay. For anybody who plans to present testimony to the committee today, we do need to swear you in. If you would please raise your right hand. The appropriate response is I do. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give this board is the truth, so help you God? If you do not swear, do you so affirm?
Well, I can call in. Okay, but you should. Is it before? Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
With that, I believe we are ready for the first item, which is approval of the action summary for August 19th and September 2nd. Are there any additions or corrections to the action summary? If none, could I have a motion? And again, just reminding the committee members and public, please keep your phones or computers on mute because we're getting lots of background noise. And can we have a motion and a second for approval of the action summary?
Good morning, Brian. This is Kimber. I move to approve the action summary from August 19th and September 2nd.
Terrific. Thank you, Kimber. And I'll second the motion. And we should probably call the roll.
Okay, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes.
Mr. Santiago?
Aye.
Mr. Hicks?
Aye.
And Chair Holloway?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Motion passes.
Okay, item number 2, please.
Item number 2 is PLMP 2020-00275, the Yund Poker Lane Tentative Map, located at 5749, 5757, 5759, and 5761 Poker Lane, approximately 0.2 miles northwest of the Poker Lane and Antelope North Road intersection, within the East Antelope Specific Plan area of the Antelope community. Request is a tentative parcel map and design review. Environmental doc is notice of exemption.
Okay, do we have a staff report?
Hi, good morning. This is Emma Patton. I'll be presenting the Yund Poker Lane tentative map for you this morning on behalf of Jesse Shen, the project planner for this item. The project site consists of 2 parcels totaling approximately 14.2 acres. It's located approximately 0.2 miles northwest of the Poker Lane and Antelope North Road intersection. This project is located within the East Antelope Specific Plan area of the Antelope community. The site is zoned AR2, and it's adjacent to and surrounded by similar zoning as shown on the exhibit to the right. The exhibit to the left demonstrates that the project site is developed with 4 residential structures. There's 2 on each of the 2 parcels and several incidental agricultural structures as well. All residential structures are accessed by driveways from Poker Lane. Next slide, please. The request is for a tentative parcel map and a design review to divide the 2 parcels, totaling about 14.2 acres, into 4 resultant parcels in the AR2 zone. The proposed parcels 1 and 4 would range between 2 to 8.13 net acres. The project also includes a design review to comply with the countywide design guidelines. Next slide, please. So as depicted in the tentative parcel map, each proposed parcel would contain an existing residential structure. Additionally, proposed parcels 2 and 3 each include 2 and 3 existing incidental agricultural accessory structures. All proposed parcels would maintain frontage along the access from Poker Lane. Each of the residential structures would also maintain or establish a new connection to public water service provided by Sac Suburban Water District, and sewage would remain treated by on-site septic systems, associated water utility lines, and existing septic systems serving each proposed parcel would be located entirely within the boundaries of each proposed parcel and would not cross the parcel lines. The existing uses, including those residential uses and residential accessory uses, would continue on the proposed parcel, and no development or change in use is requested as a part of this land division. Next slide, please. I shared most of these points while looking at that tentative parcel map exhibit, so I'll skip over most of these, but just want to reiterate that the proposed parcel as developed, the proposed parcels as currently developed would meet applicable lot standards for the AR2 zoning district, and the existing development of the proposed parcels would meet all applicable development standards. The proposed project has been found to be exempt from the provisions of CEQA. Additionally, staff's analysis of the project concludes that it is consistent with all applicable county land use plans, and no substantive comments have been received on the project. Next slide, please. The DRAC met on March 11th, 2021, and recommended that the project be found in compliance with the countywide design guidelines. And the Antelope CPAC met on April 1st, 2021, and recommended approval of the project with 3 yes votes that day. Next slide, please. So based on that analysis and the project's consistency with the applicable code requirements and land use policies, staff is recommending that the project be found but recognize that the exempt status of the request under section 15315 of the CEQA guidelines, that the subdivision review committee approve the tentative parcel map subject to findings and conditions, and also find that the project be found in substantial compliance with the countywide design guidelines. So that concludes the presentation, and I am available for any questions that the subdivision review committee might have, and as I understand, an applicant representative is available on the phone as well.
Okay, do we have any questions for Emma? Good job stepping in on that one, Emma. Any questions? None appearing. Do we have an applicant on the phone?
Mr. Holloway, I'm going to check real quick. We have a couple of phone numbers here. We don't have names attached to them. So let me identify these folks first, and then we can move forward if that's okay.
Okay, sounds great.
Good morning. This is Greg from the clerk's office. I do see a couple of folks have joined our meeting. We have one with the last 4 digits of your phone number of 8898. Could you let me know who you are, please?
Hi, that's me, Regina Russer from Burrell Consulting, representing the applicant.
Okay, thank you so much. We also have somebody that has joined in the last 4 digits of your phone number of 2424. Could you identify yourself, please?
Amy Nygren with Metro Fire.
Oh, good morning, Amy. We will mark you present then. Also, while we're talking to you, as you know, sheriff and fire do alternate voting. Today will be Metro Fire's turn to vote on the actual hearing item. So anyways, that's all I have.
Okay, welcome Amy and Regina. And Regina, is there anything you need to tell us about the project that we need to know?
No, there isn't. I think that the presentation explained everything. We've reviewed the conditions of approval and have no objections.
That was my next question. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, does the committee have any questions of the applicant? None appearing, then we would, what's the pleasure of the committee?
This is Kimber. I move to make staff's recommendations, which is to recognize the exempt status of the request under section 15315 of the California Environmental Quality Act, approve the tentative parcel map, subject to findings and conditions, and find the project in compliance with the countywide design guidelines, subject to findings and conditions.
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have a second? I'll second the motion.
Santiago seconds.
Thank you, Tony. And would you, the clerk, please call the roll, please?
Okay, Ms. Gutierrez?
Aye.
Mr. Santiago?
Aye.
Ms. Nugget?
Aye.
And Chair Holloway?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second.
Mr. Chair Holloway?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Item 3, we actually was presented to the committee last meeting. Unless there's any further discussion for Chris or any questions you guys have, we would need a motion and vote to drop this from the agenda since it's actually an agendized item.
Okay. I'll move to drop the item from the agenda. Do we have a second?
Kimber, second.
Santiago.
Okay, we're going to go with Tony's second. And
That sounds good.
then I will call the roll to vote. Ms. Gutierrez?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Santiago?
Aye.
Mr. Nygren? Or Ms. Nygren, I'm so sorry.
No worries. Aye.
And Chair Holloway?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Item 4, please. Staff update.
Good morning. This is Chris Pahuli, Principal Planner with Planning and
Morning,
Environmental
Chris.
Review. Good morning. The only item that I was going to mention to the group is that I have been working with the Clerk of the Board's office and with County Council on a training for SRC members. We have a number of new SRC members, and want to conduct a training. We've tentatively scheduled that for your next scheduled meeting, October 7th. We're kind of putting the finishing touches on the presentation for the training, and so I'm hopeful that that's going to be what we do at the next meeting. I don't believe there are any items scheduled for that hearing at this time because we are planning on doing that training. So I would just make a note of it that we're tentatively looking to have it on October 7th, and please make yourself available because I do think that there's some things that we definitely want to cover during the training. So that's all I have.
All right, that'll be fun and informative. Okay, it's duly noted. Thank you very much. Item 5, council member comments. Any comments from the committee members? None appearing. Item 6, any comments from the public?
No public comments written or otherwise on this item, nor on any of the other items that were previously discussed this morning.
Sounds great. Okay, well, if there's no objection, excuse me, then I will adjourn the meeting and everybody stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.